In this video, we will focus on personal and reflexive pronouns. Now, what are pronouns? Are noun equivalents, right? They substitute a noun. Ram is an intelligent boy. He is also very funny. So, he is a pronoun substituting Ram. So, that's an example of a personal pronoun. He, she, it, they, I, we, you. But what are reflexive pronouns? Reflexive pronouns are where the action happens upon oneself. So if I say, I cut myself while cooking, I cut myself. So you see, a reflexive pronoun cannot be the starting of a sentence. You can't start a sentence with a reflexive pronoun. I've heard a lot of people introduce themselves saying, myself Sheila, myself Arun, myself Rani, which is incorrect, right? Because reflexive pronouns always follow the subject. So there has to be a subject first and then the reflexive pronoun comes in place, right? So let's apply this knowledge and learn to identify errors pertaining to personal and reflexive pronouns through some example sentences.
Now let's look at our first example to understand how we can identify reflexive pronouns as an error in a context. The first example, it says, myself and Gopal will take care of the function on Sunday. So the sentence is divided into 4 parts and then I have no error. Now, tip or rather a rule that you will have to remember is a sentence will never begin with a reflexive pronoun. So in this context, the sentence begins with myself and Gopal, which is incorrect. How do I change this to ensure that the subject and the object is in the right place? Let me give you an example for you to approach this in a simpler form. Let's say if I said, I played tennis. So in that sentence, I played tennis, I is the subject, play is the verb, tennis is the object, which is also a noun, right? A name of a sport. I played tennis. Sheila helped me. So in the second part of the sentence, Sheila is my subject, helped is the verb, me is the object. Correct? So, did you notice where I and me came in that example sentence? I played tennis, I subject, Sheila helped me, me object. So, in this context, how do I identify the subject? I identify the verb and I put the question who or what. That becomes my subject. So, in this example sentence, myself and Gopal will take care of the function on Sunday. I know that the sentence cannot begin with a reflexive pronoun myself. Okay. So I still need to change it to the right subject. So how do I interchange that? Some of you might be thinking, could it be Gopal and me? Gopal and myself? Gopal and I? Which is the right option here? Now, in the example sentence that I gave you, in the subject place, did I come or me come? I played tennis, Sheila helped me. I came, right? So who will take care of the function on Sunday? Gopal and I. So that's your answer right there. The error is in part 1. Let's go ahead and make that change. Gopal and I will take care of the function on Sunday. Let's look at our second example. Please try to understand that the dispute on this issue is between my brother and myself and concerns nobody else. Again, the sentence is divided into 4 parts. Now, let's understand, is it in the subject place or the object place and what do I require? Please try to understand that the dispute on this issue is between my brother and myself and concerns nobody else. Now, I might think, well, myself, the sentence is not starting with a reflexive pronoun. It's coming somewhere towards the end of the sentence. So, does it take up a subject place or an object place? What do I change there, or do I need to change anything at all? Please try to understand that the dispute on this issue, the dispute is the subject here, right? On this issue is between my brother and who? My brother and I, or my brother and me. It's coming at the object place. So in this context, the error is in part 3. You say my brother and me. You don't say so-and-so and myself, which is again incorrect. So let's go ahead and make that change. My brother and me. So the error is in part 3. Please try to understand that the dispute on this issue is between my brother and me and concerns nobody else. Let's look at one more example to understand this. Since we are friends, there should be no secret between you and I. Okay, this is an easy one because I'm familiar where the subject or the object is placed. Since we are friends, subject, there should be no secret between you and, again, the object place. Let's fall back on our example. I play tennis, Sheila helped me. I is in the subject place, me is in the object place. So here I have you and I, which is in the object place, but what has to be substituted or replaced? I, because I always comes in the subject place and not in the object place. So since we are friends, there should be no secret between you and me.
Having gone through these example sentences, I'm positive you will learn to identify errors pertaining to personal and reflexive pronouns. So let's continue practicing and let's move on to our next component in finding errors.